Oh baby, can you believe it? 165 horsepower, tons of powder. Hey, welcome to our product review. Today, I'm Rob Lewis. We're going to take a look at the Arctic Cat 2008 M-1000 with the 162 track. Not going to believe it. Let's go for a ride. Oh baby, what an incredible day on the snow. Tons of powder, and you got it, 165 horsepower. You know what? If you want to beat your buddies, you don't have to look any further, because there's nobody else in the industry but Arctic Cat that has 1,000 cc's. 800 cc sleds, they run about 150, 151 horsepower, 165 like I said. So, you know what? The buddies don't have a chance. Spend a little bit more money, get the big cc's, and they're toast. First of all, I want to show you what Arctic Cat has done this year to shed a whole bunch of weight and also make the machine handle incredible, and that is the rear suspension. All right, what makes this rear skid big news is they have been able to shed out 10 pounds off of the weight of the rear skid. And Arctic Cat has done that by getting rid of the rear torsional springs. They typically go right in this area and then come down to the slide rail. You see they're gone. They now have a Fox air shock, which handles all of the rebound, all of the dampening, and gets rid of that weight. Also, the other thing that it will do is the geometry has changed so that in the deep powder snow conditions like this, it allows weight transfer. What is weight transfer? Well, that is when you get going up a hill and the sled wants to go down, it'll allow some transfer of the sled weight to the back of the rear suspension, get the weight off of the skis, and keep you up on top of the snow. Nobody's doing that better than Arctic Cat. Another thing I want to talk about and take a second to show you, and that is the floorboards of all the M-Series sleds. They must be listening, because last year when I reviewed the M-Series Arctic Cats, these had little tiny holes punched in there. And I said, you know what happens when you get in deep snow? They build up with snow and ice, you can't keep your foot on there. So they have opened these up, and that way when you get up on the tunnel like this and snow accumulates, they just simply, you stomp and it falls through. That way you've got good, secure footholds constantly. Great tunnel with Arctic Cat this year. And this is something that nobody else in the industry can offer. It's a very lightweight seat, but check this out. Couple little snaps, you can pop the seat completely off. Stored nice and neat underneath it is an avalanche shovel, snow shovel. Nobody else has a place to store that. There's also a pocket in there for your probe and all kinds of other gear. One of the most important features of a mountain machine is actual riding position. When you're in the deep and the steep stuff, you got to be able to stand up and ride the machine. So when you're standing up, you got to have handlebars that fit you. And talk about leverage, it takes nothing to be able to maneuver this snowmobile, and that's exactly what you got to have in riding position. It helps you control the machine in the mountains like what we like to ride. Now I know I mentioned it before, but you know what? I got to keep harping on this, because when you get something this big, this bad, 165 horsepower of arm stretching, face peeling adrenaline, I can't tell you how much power this thing has. It's so much fun. So if you want to experience the adrenaline rush for yourself, you got to go down to Advanced RV. Talk to Dave or any one of the employees down there. They can help you out, find you a demo ride, and give you some more information on this 1,000cc Arctic Cat M. It is absolutely phenomenal.